So at the age of 12, after having that experience and after beginning to act out already by the age of 10, whenever my sister and I would get in trouble, in fact, there was 2 times that it occurred. There was one time for myself and one time for my sister where we were to get in trouble. And I ended up utilizing that situation against my mother and telling her that if she were to tell our father about what we had done, that I would tell him about what she had done. And because of that, my mother ended up eventually having me committed. At the age of 14, when I was a little girl, I had aspired to be a journalist. And so I used to take articles out of newspapers and magazines, and if they were of interest to me, I would rewrite them as though I was the journalist. And I would take the main article that was done by somebody else, and I would put it in a portfolio on the left side of my portfolio, and on the right side I would place my rewritten article. And I had a huge portfolio of this by the time this transpired. There were 2 articles within that great big portfolio that spoke about death. And one of them was back when there was the joking that was going on about whether Elvis was really dead or was he alive. And so I wrote an article based on that. That was one of the death ones. And the other one was one that, being a sensitive person, touched me to the depths of my soul, because it was about a mother and father who had 2 sons, and their oldest son ended up murdering their youngest son. And the mother made the comment that she felt like she had lost both of her children because of this, because one was dead and the other was incarcerated. And so I rewrote that article. My mother took my portfolio and she took it to a mental health facility for youth, and she told them that she was afraid that I was going to end up killing my sister. And so her and my father drove me to this mental health facility. They picked me up from school and told me that I was going to talk with someone. And I agreed because I felt like I needed to talk to somebody. And they drove me to this mental health facility